morning and good luck. And welcome back to Good Luck with Gino. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost. And we're back with episode 33. Wow, somewhere in the world right now there's a white girl going, 33 is actually my angel number. Oh my god, I keep seeing 3. Oh my god, I keep seeing 333 everywhere. You know? Dude, angel numbers. I think the thing with angel numbers is I'm not one of those guys to like dunk on horoscopes, because I do think there's like kind of some cool, like, I don't believe everything about horoscopes. And I think that some people, it'd be a bit of a stretch sometimes. But the angel number shit, and I'm sorry if you're a listener back home and you're a firm believer in angel numbers, but I just keep seeing 1111. Well, yeah, it happens twice a day. I keep seeing 123 and 222 and 333. Like, you don't keep seeing it. You just check the clock all the time throughout the day and your phone literally 24/7. You're checking your phone 24/7. Odds are eventually you're going to see a couple numbers repeating. Guys, I apologize if I sound a little hoarse. I've been screaming at my television for the past 3 hours. I'm recording this on Sunday, and the Detroit Lions just got a huge dub over the Bears. It was a dramatic come from behind victory. We were down 2 scores with 3 minutes left. We had all but given up, but not me. That's not true. I definitely thought we were done. We came back. We won the game. I've been screaming. I am overcome with emotion and joy. And it's a big dub. I was at the Chargers game against the Lions last week. We went to the game. I talked about it, how SeatGeek fucked me on fees. Went to the game. It was a shootout. We got a dub there too. The Lions are 8-2. I'm on top of the fucking world right now. Nobody can tell me shit. You've never seen me with a good Lions team. You know what I mean? You guys haven't seen this era of me. If you thought I was insufferable before, if you thought I was a cocky motherfucker before, if you thought I was absent of all humility, don't give me one of the best football teams in the league. Don't give me a dominant football franchise. Oh boy, it's going to be fun. So yeah, I guess let's go over the week, huh? Let's get into it. What happened this week? Kim Kardashian was named GQ's Man of the Year. Now, the issue with this is that Kim Kardashian is not a man. So why would GQ name her the Man of the Year if she's not a man, or if she doesn't identify as a man? You can't even take that route. They just decided, fuck gender, And this is the kind of shit that it's like, okay, GQ. I mean, this is something that I see. When I see this, it just makes me like, oh, I get why Republicans are this way. Oh, I get why everybody is so sick of celebrities and anything to do with fame. And what is journalism down so horrendous? Does GQ need people to talk about them so bad that they had to do this? Dude, how fucking embarrassing. They're just grasping at straws. All the men in the world, and there's a lot of men in the world. And you thought this was like a spicy, fun thing to do, huh? You know what'll really get everybody riled up? And I think that must have been the point. I mean, they must have thought that everybody was going to be, what's happening to men? And maybe that is what's happening from some people. But I think a lot of us, those that are well-mannered and calm and rational, we see something like this and we just go, okay, you guys look fucking stupid. Dude, there's so many great Guys, like men who had amazing years that you could have given it to. Brian Cox probably should have been man of the year this year. Pedro Pascal had a huge year. I mean, the list goes on, but that's two off the top of my head. You could have done Brian Cox, which would have been awesome because he's like an older gentleman. He's a great career actor. He's had this huge resurgence with Succession. He was Logan Roy, the most popular show on TV in a long time. And Kim Kardashian? What? No, don't get it fucked up. I actually like Kim Kardashian. I fuck with the Kardashians. I don't got beef with the Kardashians. I think that, like, you got to tip your hat to how successful they are. They crush. They're very rich. They've been on top of the social pyramid for a very long time. And frankly, people say they're talentless. I disagree. I think they're incredibly talented because the attention economy is everything today. And nobody has acquired more wealth in the attention economy than the Kardashians. So to say they're talentless is lazy and an oversimplification. They're not pop stars or fucking actors or whatever. So what? I hate to say it, but being famous today takes talent. You got to know how to get famous, and then you got to know how to maintain it. Anybody can get lucky and have a fucking flash in the pan. That's not talent. But to get real fame and achieve that star status, especially to where they got, and to maintain it and to build on it and to create a brand and to create brands and to create companies that is impressive. Like it or not, sorry. But that being said, Kim Kardashian can't be the man of the year because she's not a man. And it's just like, what are you guys trying to do here? It's so fucking corny, is what it is. It's corny. The photo shoot was sick. The photos were great. Let it be a photo shoot. Or do a spread on it at some point, with like showcasing like how she's a man, which, by the way, is like feels a little sexist. It's like, wow, look how successful Kim Kardashian is. That's crazy because she's a woman. Kim Kardashian, just like a man, is a successful entrepreneur. Huh? That's more insulting to women than just naming a man the man of the year. The man of the year. A man, the man of the year. Do you get why? I see shit like this and that's it. I'm Republican now. That's it. You got me. Okay. Well, it was fun, but here I am. I mean, even like bleeding heart liberals should see something like this and be like, huh? This is stupid. And I think a lot of them do feel that way. It's funny because it's like, I feel like just a really bizarre move. And even if this was the plan, like, let's choose a woman to, like, let's be spicy. And why not Taylor Swift, who had like the biggest year of any woman, of any person this year? If you're going to choose a woman to be the man of the year, Taylor Swift had a fucking insane year, which we've talked about. It's just like, it's mystifying. This is like on, this is going to get a little dark, but this is like on Mother's Day when somebody's like, I want to thank my dad for being my mother on Mother's Day. Or on Father's Day, they like thank their mother for being like their father on Father's Day. It's like, just wait until Father's Day. What do you? I mean, okay, I get it. Like, this is your mother. Like, I get it, but like, what do we? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Let me have a little fucking coconut water here. We're doing a little Vita Coco today, huh? You know, a lot of sugar in coconut water, but I'm telling you what, man, this shit is great. I need to drink more vitamin water. Okay. Shifting to tech news, the craziest shit ever happened in the world of tech. And I was going to record this episode yesterday, but shit hit the fan and I had to wait to see how it shook out. So we chose to push it to today. But basically, Sam Altman, who is the CEO of OpenAI, or as you may know, ChatGPT. OpenAI, which is the leader in AI. ChatGPT has over 100 million users. Sam Altman was out of nowhere fired as the CEO. Out of the blue, ousted. Which is insane for so many reasons. Sam Altman is like, many would say like the leading young entrepreneur in the tech space right now. Probably the most important entrepreneur in the tech space right now, because AI, as we all know, is changing the world as we know it. And he's probably the brightest mind, one of the brightest minds working on it. But more so, he's like the head of product, head of strategy, lead investment, investment officer. Like, he's the guy at OpenAI. And they were in the middle of closing an $86 billion valuation. They were finishing another round. And out of nowhere, the board of directors created a coup. And in the middle of the night, over Google Hangout, which is hilarious, and I'll tell you why in a minute, they fired him. Greg Brockman, who's the president of OpenAI, upon hearing the news, quit. Greg Brockman, co-founder, president, quit. He tweeted this: Sam and I are shocked and saddened by what the board did today. Let us first say thank you to all the incredible people who we have worked with at OpenAI, our customers, our investors, and all of those who have been reaching out. We too are still trying to figure out exactly what happened. Here's what we know. Last night, Sam got a text from Ilya asking to talk at noon Friday. Sam joined a Google Meet, and the whole board, except Greg, was there. Ilya told Sam he was being fired and the news was going out very soon. At 12:20, Greg got a text from Ilya asking for a quick call. At 12:30, Ilya sent a Google Meet link. Greg was told that he was being removed from the board, but was vital to the company and would retain his role, and that Sam had been fired. Around the same time, OpenAI published a blog post. As we know, the management team was made aware of this shortly after. Blah, 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 blah. Holy fucking shit. So OpenAI got about $10 billion from Microsoft. Microsoft is a lead investor in OpenAI, which is hilarious because Microsoft Teams is so ass that when they fired him, they used Google Hangout. I hate when someone sends me a fucking Microsoft Teams meeting link. I'm like, guys, can we use anything? Can we use Zoom? Like it's the pandemic. So Ilya Sutskever is a computer scientist that was named the chief scientist at OpenAI, and he is on the board of directors. Now, this is really a loaded thing that happened, and I'm going to kind of break it down. But basically what we're seeing is this is the beginning of the war over AI. And I've never seen a CEO fired this dramatically, ever, especially when leading an industry like this. Now, there's a bunch of people speculating on why it happened. I won't speculate because I'm not here to spread misinformation. But a lot of people think that, what they communicated was basically he has not done a good job of communicating to the board and has been hiding things from the board. People are speculating that there's been a big breakthrough, potentially AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, and that he has been hiding it. People think that he may have been, having conversations with other people about different ventures. There's a whole bunch of different theories that people have. But there has not been, like, if you're not tapped in on the AI and like tech world, we haven't seen some shit like this since like Steve Jobs got fired in 1985, which I wasn't alive for. This is that monumental. Apple just randomly firing Steve Jobs. Same shit. Okay. So the crazy thing about this, Sam Altman has no equity in OpenAI. He owns no shares. He has no power. And the way that OpenAI is structured, the entire company, this soon to be $86 billion enterprise, is in the hands of 5 people, the board, who can make the decisions. Now, these aren't just any regular people. These are some of the fucking smartest people in the world. But the issue is that, again, this breaks down to 2 differencing directions, right? 2 people want to take 2 different directions, and it's really broken down into 2 groups. There's an argument in the favor of deceleration and caution, right? So one side believes in making sure AI is safe and ethical, prioritizing the development of AI in a way that ensures that new technologies don't pose unforeseen risks to humanity. Long-term sustainability, focusing on the benefits of like society over profit. OpenAI is a non-profit, which may surprise some people. And risk management, which is like slow and cautious development, thorough assessment and mitigation of potential risk with AI, like reducing the likelihood of harmful consequences associated with rapid, uncontrollable AI deployment. So that's one side. The other side is the argument in favor of rapid acceleration in growth, which is basically move fast and break things, which in the tech world is how most people like to operate. Because you have to. Technology is advancing so rapidly and so quickly. You got to keep up. And rapid development fosters innovation, right? Which leads to quicker advancements in technology that can address pressing global challenges. You know, the whole thing with AI is it's in its bull case, AI is going to, you could say, potentially save the world from issues like global warming, the health crisis, food, the economy, which is in fucking shambles. It'll create so many jobs. A for-profit model, which is what Sam Altman is clearly in favor of, by the way he's been moving, drives economic growth, which creates jobs. Wealth can be reinvested into further technologies, societal advancements. You know, in a world where technological superiority equates to economics and political power, rapid acceleration ensures that a country or a company like OpenAI remains in the lead. So Sam has been moving like that. They just announced GPTs, which I told you guys about last week, which is why this is so crazy, because I was just on here like, oh my God, this is going to change the world. This is insane. This is such a crazy thing that ChatGPT is doing. And clearly, the board is like, yo, we got to pump the brakes. The board is like, slow the fuck down. And somewhere along the way, the gap, I guess, something crazy enough has happened for the board to get together and be like, we got to get this guy out of here right now. So essentially, if you want to think about it in layman's terms, the slow down people booted the move fast people. But now those people are going to just go move fast somewhere else to start an even faster company. And the move fast people will join from that company. Okay. And then all the move slow people are going to just move slow and have to move slower together. But everybody else in the AI world now is going to move faster. Does that make sense? The scary thing here is that I think this is going to spark a heightened race towards AGI at an even more irresponsible pace. Because what happened is, when the news broke about this, the entire world, the entire technological world on the internet turned on the OpenAI board and was like, you fucking dorks ruined this company. Because immediately after it was released, Microsoft stock tanked. $40 billion in market cap wiped off the map instantly. That $86 billion round that they were about to close, kaput. The whole shit. Everybody's like, well, this company's dead now. Because what happens, OpenAI had like a 12 to 18th month lead on everybody. But now, with your quarterback out, with Joe Burrow out for the year, Sam Altman being Joe Burrow, OpenAI being the Bengals, they're cooked. And the kickback was so fierce and so crazy, and reports started coming out about Microsoft's CEO being fucking pissed, and all this stuff was coming out. And today, as I'm getting ready to turn on football, reports come out that OpenAI wants them back. They want him back. They brought him back in to negotiate him coming back. Can you imagine? Because what was going to happen, he was going to just be like, okay, I'll just go start another company. I'll just go. He could have had a $10 billion seed investment by Tuesday in starting another venture. And then everybody that worked at OpenAI that fucked with Sam, which is everybody, would have just left to join him. He could have had $1 million starting salaries on the desk of all these AI scientists and data people literally by Monday or Tuesday. So now the board comes crawling back to get him back, and he goes, okay, I'll come back, but only if all you motherfuckers step down. Can you imagine trying to destroy somebody and giving them complete power instead? Ironically, Sam, who had no decision-making before, owned no equity, had no voting power, now has more leverage than he's ever had as the ousted CEO. And right now, as I'm recording this podcast, Altman is in discussion with the board being mediated by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. And in that negotiation, it's really about who's going to replace the board. He completely fucking cooed the coup. He hit a Heisman on the takeover, dude. This is the biggest flop of a hostile takeover I've ever seen. Dude, he's the king. It's like in The Godfather when he's like, I'm Mo Green. You don't buy me out. I buy you out. When they're in Vegas. God, what a good comparison. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing ever. And I hope you guys understand how insane it is. And what's really interesting about this, when this all shakes out, probably by the time this episode comes out, he'll probably be back in the CEO spot. My guess is Microsoft will be given a seat at the table of the new board. I would be shocked if Microsoft is not on the board. And Sam will probably be able to completely restructure this company to be as favorable as possible for him, and with a favorable Sam Altman board, which means that board is going to probably be guardrails off, which is my fear. Essentially, what's going to probably happen is we're going to shift into move fast and break things territory. And because of this, everybody's like dunking on the board, calling them like decelerating pussies and like, But the issue is now there's not really going to be as many checks and balances. And companies like Google are going to get even more desperate. And all these other companies like X, which is Elon Musk's AI venture, they're all going to be in this rat race to get AGI. And the fear with AGI is the way that we arrive to AGI. And if you don't know what AGI is, let me quickly break it down. Basically, there's AI, which is artificial intelligence, and then there's AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. And that's the AI that everybody is worried is going to take over the world. That's basically like sentient AI that can like freely complete human tasks and think on its own and do things. That's like Westworld, right? Now, if treated responsibly and carefully, and if these models are trained properly, the idea is AGI will be, trained in a way that it doesn't want to fucking be irresponsible to the human race. And I'm not a doomer. As you guys know, I'm a big proponent of AI. But the problem is, if these first AGIs are not correctly programmed and the priorities don't align with our priorities, AGIs could prioritize their survival over our survival. And it's not to be taken lightly. This isn't on some like movie shit. I think the best way to think about it is if you look at us and animals, right? Or like us and nature. Like, I don't think that AI would hate humans and want to eliminate humans and like destroy humans, But the way that AI is created, the same way that, if we're building a Walmart and there's a forest next to the Walmart and we love trees. Wow, trees are beautiful. Pure Michigan. But that Walmart needs a parking lot. And we won't hesitate to chop those fucking trees down so we can park our cars and go to Walmart. In that same way, the way that human needs take precedence over the environment, AGIs might unintentionally override human interests in pursuit of their programmed objectives and what they think is best for survival of them or of the earth or just in general. So that's the fear. And that's why I'm not saying, again, I don't want to speculate. I don't know if this is why the board ousted Sam Altman, but this is the big battle in AI. This is the fight over AI, is speed and acceleration and growth versus caution and deceleration. And the issue is there's arguments to be made on both sides. The argument for speed and acceleration and growth is, the earth is fucked and our economy is fucked and everything is fucked. And this is the next wave of technology. And this is going to create so much jobs and opportunities and save so many lives. And they're great tools and they're great for creatives. And if you move with the guardrails off, somebody else is just going to beat you to it anyway. And the fears of AGI are overblown. And those are all the arguments for that. And then obviously the argument on the other side is, hey, we might fuck around and try to just get rich so desperately in this race to be first that we might accidentally just destroy the earth. And we might literally be living in a self-fulfilling prophecy of doomsday movies. So, good luck. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be... Hey, look, the world, it's a really weird time. And that's why you get to just sit here with me every week and catch up on how it's just spiraling out of control. This is really why you come to the Good Luck Podcast. Just for the update on the world crumbling. So yeah, that's the week in tech. Shifting gears a little bit, going back to my week, my girlfriend, Ria Raj, her sister, Lara Raj, has been competing in this girl group with Geffen and Hybe. Hybe being a huge K-pop label, which we talked about in a previous episode. Geffen obviously being the major company in the United States. They collabed on this global girl group, started with over 100,000 contestants. They had the final competition this past week to see who's going to be in the girl group, and Lara Raj made it in the girl group. The group is called Cat's Eye. We're very excited. Yeah, so that's really cool. It's really exciting stuff. And that this is a segue. We are going to talk about K-pop a little bit more. And not in the way that you might think we're going to talk about K-pop. We're going to talk about, for our main story, I know you thought that the AI world ending was the main story, but there's actually more important stuff to talk about. K-pop has been doing these rollouts, many of the labels and artists, called NFCs. Not to be confused with NFTs. NFCs. So NFCs are, which stands for near field communication, are these mini discs and basically these tiny physical collectibles that artists have been dropping with NFC technology. They pretty much offer exclusive content like special tracks in videos or digital goods related to K-pop artists. So they've been going crazy in Korea. The discs can be scanned with a smartphone to unlock digital content, which basically just creates like an interactive experience, bridging the gap between physical collectibles and digital media. They cater to avid collectors, super fans, and gives them exclusive content and like a tangible connection to their favorite artists. So why am I talking about K-pop NFCs? Well, obviously, I want to paint the comparison to music NFTs and how this is such a obvious indicator of how successful music NFTs are going to be once the general public catches on. What NFCs do in the K-pop space, these tiny physical collectible mini discs, like NFTs, they offer unique or limited edition content. And this exclusivity is a key selling point for both appealing to collectors and superfans. Both, like music NFTs, they allow you to own a piece of their favorite artist's work. And again, the superfan market is untapped right now. And in K-pop, again, like we've discussed on previous episodes, that is probably the only market right now where they know how to hit their superfans. Everyone thinks that K-pop fans are the only crazy fans. There's a lot of superfans out there, but K-pop is the only one capitalizing on them. And not capitalizing on them in like an opportunistic, schemy way, but just in a way where like these people want to support and spend money on music. And with NFCs, it gives them a way to do it in a physical medium. With NFTs, obviously, NFTs allow you to have that same ownership, but on the blockchain. And unlike NFCs, it's a digital item and one that you own digitally that can't be damaged or broken or lost. And again, you can sell it whenever you want. Potentially make money on it. It's such a no-brainer to me. Both these things, these NFCs and NFTs, and I know it's going to be fucking confusing, but just they both offer like an emotional connection, which creates a stronger emotional bond between artists and fans by offering them something unique and physical. And you think of these NFCs like for these young kids who weren't around when we were in the CD generation. They've never known what it's like to like be able to collect something like that, like we had. And it's what's missing from music right now, that fan connection, that emotional bond. And NFTs offer that same connection. You're collecting a dope piece of art that's exclusive and limited, and instead of just text on Spotify with like cover art. The reason music feels so cheap and so you don't have to care about it is because it comes and goes, and you don't have any, this validates the concept. The success of the NFC mini disc shows that fans are willing to invest in digital collectibles. I mean, what more proof do you need? They demonstrate a new avenue for artists to generate income beyond traditional music sales and streaming. Nobody's buying CDs anymore. Artists need new ways to make money. Labels need new ways to make money. Everybody needs new ways to, the fucking economy's in shambles for entertainers. This is the next wave. And I think this trend is increasingly important in the digital age because, again, physical music sales have declined to the dust, and the desire for connection and exclusive content remains strong. And this is such an obvious example of where we're headed, and it's just right in front of your fucking face. I mean, it's right there, guys. I'm begging you. Don't let your preconceived notions of crypto and like NFTs and all the shitty headlines you've read from Vice and Billboard deter you from the most obvious trend in technology and entertainment, this industrial shift that's already here but is like really coming in the next year or two. I hate to sound like crypto bro at the bar, but there's a reason I'm screaming this shit from the mountaintops, okay? Anyway, dude, I'm like losing my fucking voice. Oh, man, that Lions game took a lot out of me. Let's get to everyone's favorite segment. Yeah, you guessed it. It's the FOHHOF, the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. And we've got 2 inductees this week again. Back-to-back weeks of 2 people making the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. And for the second consecutive week, we've got an entrepreneur bro and more content from the Christian faith. So let's get into those 2. Let's start with, what should we start with? Let's start with the entrepreneur bro. This guy, I've been seeing these guys' videos for a while, and I've been meaning to comment on them. He's probably one of the most insufferable of the entrepreneur bros. This one especially, though, jumped off the page for me. It is it's a real gem from our friend Luke Belmar, who's of course a self-made millionaire. Here we go.
The reason you tan isn't to just be tan.
No.
You tan because it makes you more fucking money. Let me explain it to you.
Well, you don't have to tell me, brother.
You get tan, you get vitamin D, you become healthy, your sleep cycles are in check, which therefore you sleep better. You're going to look healthier, you're going to look better, you're going to look more plump. You don't think all those things are going to lead you to make more money? You tanning for 15 minutes is a business play. It's a money play. But you do not perceive it with those eyes. Therefore, you see it as a chore.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Bro, I mean, let's listen to this one more time.
The reason you tan isn't to just be tan.
Yes, it is. The reason you tan is to look tanner.
No.
You tan because it makes you more fucking money.
No, you don't. Nobody tans because it makes them more money, because it doesn't make you more money. Dude, these entrepreneur bros love just pulling shit out of nowhere and trying to then make it make money. They're like engineers. Reverse engineering mundane things into opportunities to make money. I wake up every morning at 3 in the morning and I take an ice bath because you just do that because it doesn't make you more money to go outside and catch some rays. It doesn't make you more money. It just increases your risk of skin cancer. But you do not perceive it that way. You perceive it as tanning. UV rays and radiation are actually a money play by radiating your spending and tanning your bank account, making it more plump so you can earn more money. Dude, us white people need to stay out of the sun, or you're going to look like the elderly Caucasians that migrate from the Midwest and end up in Tampa. You don't look healthier. You look wrinkly, like a withered orange in the sun, if you look like Luke Belmar. These motherfuckers are trying to run plays from the tanning salon. What are you talking about, dude? Listen to this.
The reason you tan isn't to just be tan.
No.
You tan because it makes you more fucking money. Let me explain it to you.
Please.
You don't have to tell me, brother.
And then you got this fucking dork. You don't have to tell me, brother. Look at me, I'm tan. Dude, shut the fuck up. Listen to this fucking dick-sucking guy next to him.
Let me explain it to you.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
You get tan, you get vitamin.
I mean, he is tan. You know? And then you got this guy next to him.
Well, you don't have to
this
tell
other
me.
guy.
You get tan, you get vitamin.
I think this guy might be Indian or Chaldean. He's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
You get vitamin D. You become healthy.
You become healthy. Just like he's a scientist. You get vitamin D. You become healthy. Your sleep cycles are better. It's a money play. Just making up shit. Holy fucking shit, man. These guys are insufferable. And they just get worse. I don't want to have to keep making these videos, but they just keep popping up. My algorithm is feeding them to me. All right, here's the most egregious video I've seen all year. And that's a crazy thing to say, because I've seen a lot of fucking crazy. I mean, last week we talked about Starbucks being a satanic company. This video, which somebody sent me, obviously, they're like, you think that's crazy? Look at this video from this week that I just saw. Listen to this.
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain on strippers.
First of all, he's at church. He's a preacher. Why are you saying booty cheeks in front of the congregation? Okay? Let's start it over. This is a shocking video, okay?
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain on strippers. We only reverence one stripper, and that's the one that took off glory to put on humanity and then get butt naked on a cross to die.
What? I'm sorry, what did you say? Father? To get butt naked on the cross. Dude. He didn't get butt naked on the cross. He was...
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain on strippers.
Yes!
We only reverence one stripper, and that's the one that took off glory
Calling Jesus a
to
stripper.
put on humanity and then get butt naked on a cross to die for both you and me. The only stripper I'm in love with is Jesus. And he's the one that puts that bread in my pocket. That bread in my pocket.
Did he just call Jesus a stripper? At first I'm like, oh, he's making a comparison. That's crazy. He's accidentally calling Jesus a stripper. No, then he literally calls Jesus a stripper. I mean, do you see the light peering onto me? This is literally Jesus in heaven billowing his light down to me to say, what the fuck is this guy talking about? This is the craziest. It's as if this guy was like, saw the Starbucks video that I posted yesterday and said, or that I posted last week and said, oh yeah, watch this. Oh, you think that's crazy? Watch this. And the crowd just like, amen. Yes. He thought he was fucking spitting, dude. He thought he was up there barring up the congregation. Bars, bars, bars. What the fuck is this analogy? We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain at the strip club on strippers. Why are we even talking about the strip club? With the band just playing in the background. Dude.
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain on strippers. We only reverence one stripper, and that's the one that took off glory to put on humanity and then get butt naked on a cross to die for both you and me.
Why are they cheering?
The only stripper I'm in love with is Jesus.
The only stripper I'm in love with is Jesus. We don't throw hundreds at the ace of diamonds. The only ace is the one true God that was twerking on the cross. Maybe we need to go back to just like the boring Catholic Church. Maybe we need to just ban all these churches and just go back to with him, in the glory of Jesus, forever and ever. Amen. All those priests just can't sing for shit. Literally all the priests are just monotone, out of tune. With him, in the glory of God, Hosanna in the highest. Can you tell I grew up Roman Catholic? But now we're doing this. Low-key a Bob coming up, though.
And he's the one that puts that bread in my pocket. That bread in my pocket.
It's a bop. Dude, why is this shit actually kind of... It sounded like it was about to go hard.
Bread in my pocket. That bread in my pocket.
First of all, take them goofy-ass yellow sunglasses off that you got from a crane machine. What are you fucking wearing, dude? Embarrassing. I cannot believe this video. Dude, mega churches are the worst thing that ever happened to Christianity. I mean, this is crazy. And again, just a reminder, everybody, I'm Christian, so I can make fun of these people. I mean, anybody can make fun of these people. We should all be making fun of these people. We got to listen to this one more time because I just can't believe how egregious it is. It's incredible, man.
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks.
We don't make it rain on booty cheeks.
We don't make it rain on strippers.
Amen.
We only reverence one stripper, and that's the one that took off glory
Took off glory. Means
to
nothing.
put on humanity
Doesn't mean anything.
and then get butt naked on a cross to die for both you and me. only stripper I'm in love with is Jesus.
As if Jesus stripped off on the, you know, like Jesus put on the Migos and then just took off the toga. Insane video. They need to send this guy to hell. He needs to go to hell, dude. With all the serial killers, send him there too. Rapists, pedophiles, murderers, this guy. Send them all to the same place. This is insane. This video is fucking lunacy. Oh my God, so funny. He's the one that put that bread in my pocket. That bread in my pocket. Guys, I want to thank you for listening to Good Luck this week. I need to heal my voice. I need to go, like, recover. Maybe I'll go tanning so I can make more money and get healthy. I want to thank you for listening this week. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, here's what you need to do. You need to leave a 5-star review. You need to make sure you're subscribed, and you need to send it to a loved one. If you're on YouTube, which you should be, because I'm looking amazing today, as I always am, I need you to leave a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment. And until next week, as the world continues to spiral into madness, and AGI begins its plot to overthrow OpenAI and take over the world, we'll see you next week. Good night, and good luck.
Good night and good luck. You smile and say goodbye to me, but I don't give a fuck. You hop in the Uber, off to your future. Good night and good luck. You try to play your cards with me, but I'm calling your bluff, 'cause it wasn't enough. Good night and good luck.